All right, there it is. The button has been hit. Start streaming. Everything looks good. You did a lot of the prep, so it feels weird. I feel like we haven't done something.
We're missing the side thing, and I can't figure out how to get that thing back.
Missing the side thing.
Yeah, I X'd it out, thinking I was X'ing out the whole thing.
Like that?
And we lost the, you know how over on the side it shows like when we get the warnings and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I could cancel those.
Yeah, see, there we are. Yeah, no, we're good.
All right, well, fuck it. Let's just
We just don't have, we'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
It's already chopping over here.
You connected to Woodson?
Yeah, this is...
See us come back.
Wheels are falling off the wagon early.
Just waiting on the ball. Oh, man.
We good?
No, it's still looking like that.
Are we still streaming? I don't know.
Ask him in the chat. Can you see us? Can you hear us? Are we there? Oh, tell me you were.
Oh,
just,
it was
tell
working.
me you were just paused.
It was paused. All right, we need to
He
go.
was paused on his phone. This is the way it goes, boys.
All right,
This is the way it
You got to
goes.
reconnect to that.
Did you disconnect? Oh, you disconnected me. Reconnecting. This is how it's gonna start, and I'm here for it. Let's get the bugs out of the way right away.
Oh, it was working.
You were just paused.
It was paused. All right.
It was
See?
paused.
There you go. I turned off
I
my
am
Bluetooth.
connecting. This is the way it goes. It's fucking iPhones, man. I tell you what.
Probably gonna be the best one yet, he says.
The moment I typed that and sent it,
All right,
knew
Craig Laga, week 7. Here we go.
I knew I jinxed the whole thing. Week 7, and a special week 7, because it's fucking rivalry week, and I'm fucking here for
All
it.
right, Chad did say he doesn't know what we're talking about. He sees us all clear, so we're not gonna worry about my video, but I do have the comments. All right, we're good. We're here. We're live. We had a rough start. Sloney came in. We thought that my video first here. We're good. We're back on it. We're gonna get going for it. Right, quick, fast, hurry, in a hurry. Chad is gonna be up first. He's number 1. We did not confer and verify our scores.
We
so
did.
that
So
is-
if you have anything different, we're gonna do it live on the screen.
Oh boy, the issue just keeps up.
All right, I'll start Chad off right now. Chad's college picks. I mean, we're gonna be quick with this. Army minus the 16.5. That's a win. Eastern Carolina, nice job. Navy minus the 17. Going with the service academies. I love it. I'm here for it. That's a win. Illinois.
There we go. We're back.
Illinois minus the 1 going up against these Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, that was just
21-7. That's a big win for Chad. Hey, at least your helmets have wings.
whatever, dude.
That's 3-0 in the college for Chad.
Chad, 3-0 in the college. Then he goes with the Detroit Lions. I think everybody but myself yet again did that. Don't worry, when I jump on, it'll be the wrong time. That's a win, Mob. Getting 2.5, we all know what happened there. KC +1, that's a win also. I think that was a rocking chair win. The 49ers are riddled with injuries.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh
28-18,
minus, yep, no, you're good. 28-18. Pittsburgh minus the 2.5, that was a win. I don't know anything about that game.
That was a 37-15 win. So that's.
Oh,
pretty,
they pulled away in the second half. I started watching that.
Yeah, it was a little close, and then I think they scored like 21 or 31 unanswered points.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Chad,
Aaron
that's a
Rodgers sucks.
6-0 for you,
6-0.
sir.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to the club. That's back-to-back weeks. We had Mike last week. We had Chad this week. You lived there. I lived there.
I've been
4 of the 7 now reside in the 6-0 club. That's pretty cool. That takes him from 19 points and the first in alphabetical order to achieve the 25 points, 25 wins.
That
So
is
nice
great.
job, Chad. Very, very good, sir. Now we move
Congratulations.
to Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris. You guys may know. If you talk to him, if you watch the videos, if you read the text, You watch the live streams. Uncle Chris has been struggling. He's been hurting and it's been hurting his soul. And here we go. This
I had a
week,
decent week last week.
he starts out the college game, boys and girls, 3-0. He took the Eastern Michigan Eagles -2. The Maryland Terps +7.5
I love turtles.
against USC. I thought that was a great play. I almost did it myself. I told you that pre-flop. And then he took the Spartans +6 as well. That is a win. 3-0 on the college
Big
game.
win for the Spartans. I don't know if you guys watched the game.
It wasn't as big as an
Check out the highlights
championship
if you
win, but it was a big win, I guess, as far as week 6 goes. In the NFL, he took Miami under the 43.5. I think they got to 24, 23, 13-10 or some shit.
16-10. They got to 26.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was an easy under.
Tua comes back this
Easy
week.
money, boys.
He's not wearing the extra dome. That's what he said. Atlanta
He said,
-2.5.
fuck my brain.
That was. I have that down as a loss. Do you agree?
I do concur on that. 34-14, Seattle whooped them. I was gonna do Detroit, Minnesota over, but two good defenses going. I couldn't pull the trigger on it. And then I remembered that Detroit typically scores over 30 on Minnesota. So yeah, I should have went with the over. And then I tried to be smart or clever.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about Atlanta.
I know. I'm saying instead of that game, I was gonna do because I knew everyone was gonna jump on the Lions. I knew everyone was jumping on the
I
Lions
see what
game,
you're
so
saying.
I was gonna.
So you're
I was
staying
like,
off.
I was like, I'm gonna
Gotcha.
do the over, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna touch it.
I
I'm
was thinking
I'm gonna
of
go with
going-
Atlanta.
I was thinking of taking Seattle minus the points there.
Yeah, that would have been a smart move.
Yeah, it would have been a win because you took a loss. Then you took
Don't
the
like
Raiders
Seattle.
and the Rams under 43, rocking chair again. 2-1 in the pro game, 3-0 in the college game, 5-1 on the week. He goes from 15 points to 20 points. He is 20-20-1. Chris is a half a point above 500. Congratulations! It's been a long time.
Clawing my way up. Clawing my way back up.
This is the
Danny
best
P.
record you've had since week 0.
Oh yeah, I've gone 10-2 in the last 2 weeks. I went 5-1 last week. Or did I go 4-2? I did good, is what I did.
Last week, I'll tell you right now, you went 4-2.
4-2. Yeah, see, I knew it. I
The
know
week
it.
before
I know
that,
it.
you
I'm
went
clawing-
2-4.
I'm trying to catch Danny P.
So
The
a
problem
5-1 is a thing.
The problem is that Danny P. He also went 5-1. Indiana minus the 5 versus Nebraska.
Everybody was on that, right?
56-7.
I think everybody.
Yeah,
clean sweep.
Indiana, you will see, is a very popular pick in these picks. Indiana minus the 5. That's a win. Tennessee plus the 2.5 versus Bama. They win outright. That's a win. And Texas minus the 3.5 against Georgia. That's his loss. 2-1 in the college. Moving on to his pros. Texans plus the 3 versus Green Bay. They lost 24-22. Gets it by a point. That's a win for Danny P. Eagles minus 3.
Oh, Chad.
Going up against the Giants. 28-3. Or 28-3, sorry. That's a win. Lions plus the 2.5. That's also a big win to go 3-0 in the pro. Give him a 5-1 on the week.
Huge week for Danny.
What's that? Chad run his mouth
No,
over there?
Chad just said don't forget my half point, and he is correct. If we
Oh,
go
yeah.
back to Chad, he does have a tie going
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to last week.
Don't
in
worry,
Boise
Chad.
State.
Don't worry, Chad. I got you.
Yeah, I was
got
just
you.
talking about the points, Chad, not the overall points. That's something we're going to morph into as things go
How
on.
do we feel about the royalty-free music that we're playing just to make sure the stream
Chad
doesn't get
said,
interrupted?
"What's that gay music?" Actually,
I just found a channel real quick. Haven't had a chance to check it out. We're all gonna figure it out together.
all right. So Danny P, you go from 18 points and 5-1 gives you 23 points, 23 wins in the race to 25. You come up short, but you are 23-17-1 by my count. It's gonna give you 23.5 points right there in the mix. You're just above Chris, just behind Chad. So that's a nice tight race with the first 3 there. Moving on to Jason Rose. Talking a little smack coming into week 7, if you recall.
Yeah, I do recall. There has been a little bit more chatter in there.
A little bit more chatter.
Especially, I think it was leading up to the race to 25.
That's what it was all
So,
based
yeah.
upon.
Yeah, it's gonna bring it out of it's gonna bring it out of people.
Sure.
It's gonna bring it out.
All right,
That's for
so
sure.
let's go right into
Hit
the
'em with
college game. We have Iowa State minus 13. That's a loss. I think if Rosie could find that third leg, he would be money in the college game because he
Yeah.
rolls with Cincinnati and Indiana. I've got it from a good source every single week besides last week. Those were both wins. Minus 2.5 for Cincy, minus 5 for Indiana. Like I said, everybody was on Indiana. That was
Yeah,
easy.
that's a popular pick this week.
Nobody else is on Cincy, Rosie, though, so that's all you. 2-1 in the college game. Give him his pro picks.
That's going to be Green Bay -3 versus Houston. He went the wrong way on that one. They won by 2, so that's going to be a loss. He had the Lions +2.5 versus Minnesota. Very popular pick this week as well. Yep, that's a win. And then the Rams laying the 5 versus the Raiders. They win the game 20-15, but that gives you a tie to go 1-1 in the pro. 3-2-1 on the week.
3-2-1 on the week. We had 21 points going into this week. 21 plus 3 is short of 25. It's 24. So you have 24. Yep, wait, you got 24. 24 points on the race to 25. I didn't do your overall here, but it looks like we're going to be 24-17-1.
That'd be correct.
24-17-1. 24.5 points for the grand total of things, and just not quite in the race to 25 because Chad already got there. Big Mike, I'm afraid of moving couches. What does he do in the college?
Big Mike, Michigan's +1 versus Illinois. I realized, you know, it was an emotional pick. You pick with your emotions, and that's fine. They lose 21-7. That's a big L for Big Mike. LSU -2.5. That's a win, 34-10. Nice call on that one.
They look good again.
He's been riding LSU quite a bit
Yeah,
this
they
year,
look
I've
good
noticed.
again. I love me some LSU.
Here's one that you might have heard before. Indiana -5. That's going to be a win. 2-1 in the college.
Nice job, Big Mike. In
What
the
about
pro
the Bucks?
game, he went with the Detroit Lions. That's a rocking chair win. If you like last-minute field goals called rocking chairs. He went with the Niners -1. That was a loss. Niners going forward might be a problem.
This ain't that kind of stream, buddy.
Niners seriously,
Niners, yeah.
everyone's injured.
Yeah,
They're starting a wide receiver who was shot like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Like that's where
Yeah.
we're at.
How has he got back before Christian McCaffrey? Is the Madden curse real? Because I'm
It's not a
starting
Madden
to think
curse. I don't think it's that great. But I do think maybe Christian McCaffrey is like done.
he's a guy got shot in the chest and he's come back before him.
The last pick was the Raiders +5. That was a tie. And I don't know if enough people are focusing on what the Raiders head coach did at the end of that football game, but it was a travesty. He had 4th and goal from like the 6. Well, I take that back. It was something around 1st and goal from like the 5.
Yeah.
Pass incomplete. Pass incomplete. Or maybe it was a sack or something like that. Either way, it's 4th and goal from like the 8 or 9. They're down 8 points. He elects with like 3 or 4 minutes left to kick the field goal in hopes to get the ball back with a chance to get a touchdown for the win. I think I'd go for it there.
I think
He did get the ball back. It did actually end up working out, but they obviously did not get down. They had to end up going. He basically traded 4th and goal from the 9 to tie for 1st and 10 from the fucking 20 with 19 seconds left. Like, it didn't make sense to me.
it didn't work for the
But
fucking
anyways,
Vikings. It's
I'm
not gonna
drunk.
work for
I'm
them.
high. Here we go. So you go 1-1-1 in the NFL, with your win being the Lions, your loss being the Niners, your tie being the Raiders. That is going to make you 19-21-1. Still looking to get to 500, but damn it, you're right there.
Page 2.
I'm-
Cut pack.
Cousin Pat.
Cut and fat. Here's one. Tell me if you heard it before. Indiana -5.
Win.
Win. Texas -3.5. That's going to be an L. And then
Texas, where were you guys? Holy shit, I was on the over. They
can
didn't
tell
even
you where
show
their
up
fans
in the
were.
first quarter. Good lord.
you win against my Spartans. My own cousin, my own flesh and blood. You win against my Spartans with Iowa -6. That's going to give you an L, and I hope you learn your fucking lesson. 1 and 2 in your fucking college game, and you deserve it. You deserve it.
In the pro game, we went KC +1 versus the Niners. That was a win. Jets in Pittsburgh over 36. That got there late. A little bit of a sweat on that. And then you went with the Taco Holders -7.5. That was a win, even though Jaden Daniels goes down. Looks like it could be a week. I think they call him week to week.
Yeah.
I thought I saw it on the very first long run he had that he came up. It was an awkward fall. He kind of got folded weird. He stayed in the game, but he was like a limp dick pussy the rest of the game. He didn't want to get hit. He was sliding early. You could tell he was hurt, real hurt. But he was trying to thug it out.
Dude,
So, but they
cheers
still
to you
get there.
for doing that.
Marcus Mariota.
This is the best thing ever. Fucking 2 of them.
That's so dumb. So that's going to be a What did he do? 3-0. It's gonna be a 4-2. This is all types of fucked up. I gotta get
Oh,
on that.
Yeah, no, we'll
4-2. That's
Fix
gonna
that.
be what is he? 20. What's his overall?
Who we talking about, Pat? 21, 19, and 2 to give him a solid 22 points.
There it is, folks. On to me. Go ahead.
Steve also did the same thing that Mike did, shocker. Michigan plus the 1. That's a big, fat loss. Hopefully you guys don't jump on that this weekend. Don't get stupid, all right? This is for money. Don't get your heart and your emotions into it. Do something dumb and go jumping on Michigan for this weekend's game. I'm just here as your friend. Texas, Georgia, over 55.5. They only hit 45. That's going to be a loss. Indiana -5. Not sure if you guys knew that Indiana was -5, but that's 1 and 2 in your college game. Moving on to the pro, hopefully you do a little bit better. Philly,
What?
-3
I
against the
love Philly
Giants.
this
That
week. Somebody else jumped
I don't-
on it.
yeah.
Maybe 2 people. I love
that was another one that I was looking at that I should
I
have.
thought that was a slam dunk.
Atlanta, Chris. Atlanta really. Yeah, 28-3. That's a big win right there. Washington -7.5. Oh, that's why you were watching. That's why he was watching the Commanders. He had him in his picks. That's a
Modes,
win.
baby.
But he also jumped on Green Bay -3.
Oh.
Just barely to go 2-1, 3-3 on the week.
That makes me 25, 17, and 0. I think I'm the last person with no ties.
You,
Mike,
yes.
Pat's got 2. Mike's got 1. Jason's got 1.
Yeah.
Dan's got 1.
Rosie just got his first one.
Jay got 1. So I think that's like a bonus point for me. I think we need to talk about that like in the off season.
Such a mission.
25, 17, and 0. So Chad and I both get to 25. Now, there has been conversation on the text about what to do with this whole thing. I haven't had any conversation with anybody. I am not going to be a stick in the mud, or if everybody wants to do something, I'm fine with it. I kind of feel like we do this like old school golf, like skins. If nobody wins, everybody wins. And we roll this into the next stage.
Ooh. I mean, obviously the rest of us are going to be fine with that. That's going to be. I mean, is Chad still in the chat? If you
I don't know.
let us know, man. If you're in right now,
We can chop it. Chopping it's the
If
easy
you're in
thing.
for
That's
that-
probably the Vegas thing to chop it. I would vote for the rollover. I just think it'd be fun. You know, I had a nice lead. Chad went 6-0 to get there.
6-0.
Another
that
thing
hit
I thought of-
25. That's
Another thing I thought of
what a
was
time to go 6-0.
Worm said something about win percentage. I was thinking Chad maybe wins it outright because of his record to get to there.
He would
Like
yeah.
going 6-0 beats my 4-2 or whatever, 3, whatever the fuck I had.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he would win. I think that's another fair option.
yeah, because he's at. I mean, just that half in the standings, just that half point that put him up 25.5 to your 25. He's got that.
He's higher in the standings.
Yeah.
But I get my point for not having a tie, so I need Carlton again.
That's right.
I don't know. We could continue that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm in for whatever. I honestly think if I had to vote, with rollover, chop, or Chad gets it outright because he went 6-0 and beat my 4-2 that I went. Just so
You
I'm
went 3-3.
accurate. 3-3. So his 6-0 beats my 3-3. I would rank. I would go split, or I would go rollover number 1. Chad gets it number 2, and split number 3. That's my vote. I think maybe we do a poll. Everybody gets a vote. Most points goes forward. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm in for whatever, because like other people have mentioned, we have no skin in this game. So like what I think whatever.
I'll get Chad's thoughts.
Yeah, get with Chad, whatever you guys decide.
So go ahead and do the overalls because I didn't
we
do
will
a good
be-
job of that.
We will be good with. You're right. You didn't.
And you got to make
let
sure
me
you send a
flip
picture
that.
to Rosie because he's not watching. He don't give a
You
fuck.
gotta send a picture. Oh god. All right, in first place, moving all the way up from third place with the 6-0 is Chad at 25, 16 and 1 to give him 25.5 points. In second, finally getting knocked off his damn throne. Good for you, Chad. Steve sitting at 25 and 17, give him 25 points. In third place, previously in second is Rosie, 24, 17 and 1 at 24.5 points. In fourth place, Danny P. For 2 weeks in a row now. He hasn't moved. 23, 18 and 1, 23.5 points. In fifth is Pat, 21, 19 and 2 for 22 points. In sixth my rightful place, 6th place. I move up from 7, 20, 21, and 1 at 20.5 points from me. And knocking back down to 7th place is Big Mike at 19, 21, and 1. They give him 19.5 points. You're still from 1st to 7th. It's a 6-point difference.
It's that easy.
Anything can happen.
We've seen, what I think is interesting now is we've seen a handful of, is it 3? I think we've seen 3 6-0s, but we've seen no 0-6.
That's right.
It's coming.
There's been 1 and 5.
I'm just saying,
There's
it's
been
coming.
plenty of 1 and 5.
It's coming. Who's it gonna hit? It's like Russian roulette. It's gonna hit somebody.
Maybe in the future we do some kind of something for someone that goes 0-6. Like, you got to do something. I don't know. Come up with something.
We'll come up with something. So there's going to be more conversation. Chad's texting in. He said, besides me getting all the money because we both got through the same week. So he's good, it sounds like, with pushing everything and making the next race to 25 be double the points, like the old school skin.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like my idea of him getting all the money because he went 6-0.
Yeah.
So the rest of you chime in. Let me know what you think. It could be you guys. It could be you guys in this situation. This is something that we never really forecasted or were really honestly prepared for.
Right.
So whatever.
Yeah. No. I'm like I said. I got nothing.
We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out.
We'll
keep you all posted. Maybe there'll be a midweek live stream.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Did you? I thought.
No.
Like you had more.
There was more.
Right.
The numbers are out there.
We're going into uncharted territory now.
If you gotta go make a macaroni and cheese for the kids or whatever. You want to go. The numbers are in. Whatever. It is rivalry, and we did just have a fucking Lions win. Can we talk about the Lions win for a minute? Is that allowed? Can we talk about Jared Goff for a second, or as Steve likes to call him, Jared Montana?
About the Lions. This is what I'll say about the Lions. I thought it was interesting that J-Mo was not a factor.
Yeah.
I found that interesting. And then with the news, is it official? Is he out 2 games? Was last game one of the games?
It's coming down.
I thought that was interesting. I don't know. Not a whole lot to say. I didn't like the fake punt early. I didn't get to see it. I was coming over for flag football.
I'm typically for those.
That was just a bad spot for that.
That's not the time. That's not the time for that.
They picked their coach up for the second time this year and they got it done. I don't have a whole lot to say about it other than they're fucking awesome.
Do the Lions need to get a DM? Do they need to get it? I'm gonna give you some numbers because I wrote down some numbers. And Rosie loves when I bring the cue cards. She's not even watching. So the Lions
are fair people. Buckeyes are fags also. You didn't add that.
Oh my gosh, it's getting hostile. The Lions typically blitz at a 27% rate.
Okay.
How much do you think they blitz in that rate?
42.
57%.
I was in the right track.
That they blitz. The Broncos are the highest at 30%.
And we went 57?
We went 57% in that. Non-blitz downs, 3 pressures. 15 total pressures from the team in the entire game.
Non-blitzing?
No, just all total pressures. Hutchinson had 15 pressures himself.
No, listen.
Against the
no
Seahawks
one's going to disagree that losing Hutch is a big deal. Now, how aggressive do you get in replacing that is a financial and it's a bigger decision than you and I can even shed light on because there's so much more going into it. Finally, from a front office, there's no knee-jerk stuff going on. Whatever they decide to do, I'm in for it. That's where I'm at.
I don't think that you can sustain through the season blitzing at almost 60%. All right. I'm not necessarily out here calling for Max Crosby or anything like that, but it's got to be someone not practice squad. Interesting this morning on I didn't hear it, but I heard the clip. Dan Campbell was very open about them going after somebody. Well, he pretty much was saying, yeah, we need to get somebody that in it. It's not necessarily this big flashy, but I need something more than a practice squad player.
I do think that they will.
Hopefully it's Hassan
Hopefully it's Hassan Reddick because I'm in for that. He's always been my dude. Well, you're not going anywhere yet there, Jackson.
Say bye? Where are you going? It's like your bedtime, man.
All right, so after the
Let's
Lions,
go.
what do we
So-
got?
So I got one more Lions question.
Okay. For me?
Yeah, for you, for anybody that wants to, even if you watch it later on, text in the group. What do you think? Better chance of happening. Goff wins MVP or Campbell Coach of the Year. And you got to admit, Campbell has been getting better with his time management. He's been.
I will answer your question with an option not provided. Jamar Gibbs, Offensive Player of the Year.
First of all, his name is Jameer.
Oh, that's fair.
No, I need what? Because the odds are actually close. I did look on FanDuel. The odds are close. Yeah, Goff MVP. Jared Goff.
No, I love the Goff hit. Was it plus 700?
It's. I couldn't remember the numbers, but I know it's very close to Dan Campbell for Coach of the Year. Like the odds are real close. I think you get a little. I think you actually get a little bit better.
I would say
for
Dan
Campbell,
Campbell's
but-
odds of winning Coach of the Year should be better than the MVP because nobody else is really showing out right now. Washington's coach is not going to get it because it's Washington.
Yeah.
Minnesota maybe could be
Yeah,
on the
there's
table.
talk. I was just going to say Kevin O'Connell. There's talk about him because of everyone thinking that Minnesota is going to be last in the division.
Minnesota would be fair. I think the Goff for MVP is sexy. For him to get it, he's got to just basically just keep doing what he's doing. So that's pretty sweet.
Past 4 games, Jared Goff has set the NFL record at
Yeah.
83.5% completion rate.
And listen, he's not just check down Charlie either. He's throwing some aggressive passes. I love it.
Oh,
But this run game
another
we had
in,
is just dynamic, dude.
I just saw today it was Jared Goff was like the best under pressure against the Vikings, and he's been the best under pressure in the last 4 games. So
Chad agrees. Chad says Campbell Coach of the Year over Jared Goff MVP.
All right.
But here's my thing.
That's probably where I would lean, just because Goff
Could
isn't
both
flashy,
could be
he just
true.
doesn't
Both
fucking
could be true. Both could end up being true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, it could.
The Lions go bananas and just
Both
start
things
winning
could
all
hap-
these games.
Both things could happen.
Both things could be true. And Gibbs Offensive Player of the Year because I've got a bet on that.
Okay, worst fans. Cleveland fans for booing
Yeah,
Deshaun
you
Watson.
saying you deserve it.
Yeah,
Not a good look.
booing him on the intro and then chanting "You deserve." That's a terrible look. Or Texas fans for throwing everything and the kitchen sink onto the field
it's-
when they didn't like the call.
It's
and
Cleveland.
it-
It's Cleveland and it's not close.
That's where I was leaning.
You
to.
never root for an
I was
injury.
trying to find another comparison, but
And
yeah,
the dude blew out his Achilles, bro. I mean,
yeah,
what
like
the fuck?
dude, he's done it. Yeah.
Fuck off.
Very few of the players even came out and said something. I know Myles Garrett had something to say about it. Jameis Winston, you'd have to go and watch it. I can't even give you a quote. He gave like the most passionate response I've ever heard of any player. No, like I didn't understand who I was listening. That's why I said like I couldn't. I was trying to write down some quotes. I was like I can't. You just got to go watch the clip of him.
All right, what's next?
I
Let's
do-
go.
I
Let's
do-
get into rivalry
I do-
week. Let's do
I-
your dance.
Let's
this
do
whole thing.
your. Look, I wrote down nothing for rivalry week. I just have one question for you, Steve. Do you have a quarterback, and who is it? Who's it going to be Saturday?
This is how I could answer that. I could tell you who I would. Put
I was
there.
just. Who do you want? it to
Who's
be
who I would
Saturday?
put there? We have
I
no.
don't.
We have no. It's not hard. I'm not a smart man. I'm very basic and simple.
Yeah.
We have 3 quarterbacks, right, that could play the D1 level, supposedly.
Yeah.
Right. We're not going to put in our freshmen, so that's off the table. The 3 guys we've seen are our options.
Was it Jalen something?
The 3 guys we've seen are our options.
Yeah.
None of them can throw. So put in the best runner or the best athlete.
Yeah.
I want, out of 10 plays, 8 of them need to be running back runs. 1 of them is only a quarterback run, and the 10th one is an RPO.
Yeah.
And the RPO is simple. You have a streak, you have a slant, and you have a drag. There's no comebacks. There's no sexy outs at 35 yards. There's no turkey holes.
Yeah.
We're playing fucking basic shit,
Yeah.
dude. And just be better athletes. Purdue put up 50 points against Illinois, and these fucking guys can't put up more than 7. Like,
Yeah.
to me, it's just simple. You're not a good team. You're not a good quarterback. You don't have a good quarterback. You should have a better athlete one-on-one every play if you're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
Just fucking run it. If they stop you, punt.
Yeah.
Now you have a better defense. get the ball back and try to fucking run it again. You
Yeah.
can't throw the football. Stop it. Quit it. That's all I have to say about it, dude. I mean, as far as like the intensity going into the week, it's rivalry week. Of course, I want to fucking beat you guys more than anything. But I have zero confidence in my football team. It's hard for me to stand here and be all tough and mighty because I have no reason to be. They have given me no reason to be. You didn't show up against Illinois, bro. What's my defense? We were hiding things to not show Michigan State this week? That's fucking horseshit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's
How we came out as a 6.5 or 7 point favorite, whatever it was, is beyond me. It truly is beyond me.
is that what it is?
I thought I heard that's what it was.
Yeah, and I haven't looked at.
I think I read an article and that's what they said it came out early as. That's beyond me. I said it at Worm's house and I'll say it here for everybody to hear. To me, it's a fucking pick 'em at best. It's under 3 either way, but I make the game a pick 'em. That's it.
When I started asking you at Worms about numbers and all, because I was talking to Chad that was there, and he was like, no, Michigan State should be a favorite, you know, but no, it's in Ann Arbor. So before the Illinois game, I would have put it at a 6.5. I would put it at a touchdown. You guys favored by a touchdown. After Illinois, I'm here for it.
Chad said Cleveland fans like school on a Sunday. They have no class.
Oh, I love it.
We need to get Chad. Chad, why don't you?
Yeah, why are you here?
Worm
here
here across
in
the
middle?
street. Big Mike was with
Yeah.
you earlier.
I know. I tried to get Big Mike. Like I said before, I feel like the St. Brown brothers trying to get J-Mo on there. I feel like J-Mo's got some time now.
I do
He could
need to
always,
say this.
he could jump on their stream now, but yeah. No, get over here, guys.
I do need to say this.
Not that far.
I
I
told
drive from
you-
Heartland every Tuesday.
I told you Saturday, but you obviously forgot because I did watch one of your videos. I am not here Saturday. Mike, the game is not here Saturday.
What do you mean? You're not here Saturday?
I told you this. We already went through this once.
How
I'm at the
drunk
casino.
was I when you told me?
I'm at the casino.
Oh,
remember?
you did tell me that.
Yeah. So anybody wants to come to the casino, come to the casino. But the kids are at
All right.
Aunt Dan's house, and we got to go to. I think we're going to MGM Saturday.
We will come up with an alternative location for the game, i.e. probably my house.
Or MGM. We're not getting a room or anything. We're just going down there and coming back.
All right. Maybe empty. I don't. We'll figure it out. This is not the time or the place. Oh, yeah,
I thought
no,
you had
so-
more. I thought you were going to bring it.
Well, I don't get to talk about my Spartans.
No.
You get to just go off about your Michigan and your quarterback problem and all
Okay.
that. But yeah, no. Like I was saying,
All right.
at
See you
Worms,
guys. I'm just joking.
at Worms, like I said, before the Illinois, I had you guys 6.5. You know, basically a touchdown. After the Illinois game, then I went to 2.5. I think it's Michigan by a field goal. Just because you're in the big house. Just because you're at
I
home.
hope so. Dude, I would love
Put it at
for
Spartan Stadium, and I'll put it at a pick'em.
I would
If-
love for the game to come down to a field goal either way at the end because I don't see how we don't have an identity offensively. I don't
Yeah.
know what is coming.
Yeah.
And not in a good way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. If
How is it a 3-point game? Like, you guys at least are aggressive. You do turn the ball.
yeah,
over.
that's the thing. If,
But you're at least
you can keep that
aggressive,
down.
right? You
Oh,
can,
yeah.
You've
and
got
the
a 50-50
defense has
chance
been playing
sometimes.
like, and maybe I just focused mostly on the offense leading into the season and didn't pay enough attention to what they did to the Spartan defense because the defense has been playing great.
Let me
Like,
ask you a
they'll
question.
turn it over and then boom, the defense. Oh, we'll get it to you back, and they fucking turn it over again. So if they keep the interceptions, Aiden Childs, if you're out there, if you're listening, if you're watching, keep those interceptions under 2. I'll give you 1, but you start getting 2 and start fumbling ball, and then it's over.
2 things. 1, Chad said he could be here maybe next Tuesday because he's done with Special Olympics on Tuesday nights or something. But soccer has
Why
only
didn't you
1
tell us?
week
We would have
left.
went broadcast live from the Special Olympics.
Yeah,
Dan.
we would have fit right in with my
Jeez.
co-host here. Here's a question:
All right.
do any of the Michigan Wolverines on this thread select the Michigan State Spartans in their picks?
So we got you, we got Big Mike, we got Cousin Pat, and we got Danny P. Those are our 4
If
resident
let's say the
Wolverines,
number
right?
is 7 on the paper, because I haven't looked at the paper
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah,
It might
yeah.
be 6.5 or 6 or 7. I don't know.
Put it at 7 just to make this,
Just to make
this
it as like-
question juicier.
Does anybody select Michigan State plus 7? Would you select Michigan State plus 7?
Yes.
100%.
I would absolutely be on that. I will, if it is 7, you heard it here. It will be in my picks. It will be in my picks.
So if they
it's
don't
7.
cover, I think you should have to shave everything above your upper lip. Everything else stays.
Like, what do you mean?
Like you got an Abraham Lincoln, that motherfucker.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like going like above my upper.
No.
Like I'm shaving
No,
eyebrows
I
and
wouldn't
shit.
do
Like
that
what?
to you. You're already ugly enough. I wouldn't do
You
that.
wouldn't.
But the Abraham Lincoln would be an option.
Yeah.
Would you do the Abraham Lincoln bet? Plus 7? You're getting 7. And honestly, truthfully, you have the better offense.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
You're
I'm not
such a
ready.
pussy.
I'm not ready.
I'll do it. But you have to take Michigan.
Wait, what? I have to take Michigan. No. See, this is what he does to me. This is what he always tries to do to me. No.
Good job, boys. Love y'all. Chad, he's signing off. He's done. He doesn't want to hear it anymore.
Well, appreciate the feedback.
Thanks for staying with us for so long, Chad. I hope nobody throws a brick through your back window tonight.
Gosh. Damn. Fucking a-holes. What's her name? So
I'm good. You good?
I'm good. Yeah. No, that's it. Just
No buys this week in the NFL. Lots of selections to choose from. I need help in college, so if anybody wants to text me privately what a lock maybe, I would appreciate that.
I've been doing all right these last couple of weeks, so I'm just gonna keep not thinking.
Switching to the other internet was a big deal, I think.
Oh yeah,
I believe that worked out well.
That's what we did to do this. Yeah.
Hope you guys have a good week. You're always welcome here. Come in on a Tuesday. I won't promise to always be sober, but I definitely won't always be drunk like I am tonight.
I think this is when we're a little more loose, a little more intoxicated.
I have so much to
think
do in the next hour and a half. It's just insane.
Now you ruin the moment when you just talk about anything outside of this. I don't want to think. I have shit that I got to do outside of this. I don't want to talk about it.
All right, boys. MGM this weekend. Holla at your boy. Love y'all. Good week last week. Hope you guys all go 0-6 this week.